Hello, Logan here, also known as Hollow's Woodsman on social media platforms. So I decided to take the Unreal Online Learning Challenge, and basically what it asks you to do is gives you about a month time period to complete 5 courses. And the courses were creating Photoreal cinematics with Quixel, build a detective office game environment, ambient and procedural sound design, dynamic audio, and converting blueprints to C++. The first course that I decided to tackle was creating Photoreal cinematics with Quixel. I'd say it was definitely the easiest and shortest of the 5 courses, and a lot of fun to just sit back and watch how Garth, the instructor, created that really amazing Photoreal short. The second course out of the list that I chose to tackle was build a detective office game environment. It was a lot of fun just to see the techniques on how to actually brainstorm and plan the room and pick your assets and make all your assets, and then incorporate the textures and put all the lighting together, and just a really amazing little course to get started inside Unreal. And thank you, Justin. The third course out of the list that I completed was converting Blueprint to C++. Easily the hardest out of the 5, and despite having a computer science background and knowing quite a bit about coding, this still really kicked my ass, and took me a lot longer to finish than I thought. And my final little project that I put together from doing all the courses, I definitely did not convert my blueprints to C++. I'm going to need a little more time of practice before implementing that. So thank you, Sam Patuzzi. You are a coding wizard. Second to last out of the list of courses that I decided to do was the Ambient and Procedural Sound Design. Probably my favorite out of the 5 courses, and an absolutely amazing treat, taught by Richard Stevens and Dave Raybould. I think did a lot of the back work. These guys are really amazing at what they do, and I feel like I learned enough about sound design to actually get going on a real game. Thank you. The final course out of the list that I did was the dynamic audio. It was taught by the same instructors as the ambient audio, and it was a very difficult course. Not as hard as the C++, but they get really intense into the blueprinting and sound design, and I feel like this is actually a really good primer on how to use blueprinting, and you can extrapolate it from sound to a lot of other things. So translating this blueprint, I would say that on my component that's being overlapped, my component is a sound box with an actor that is equal to the player. If that statement is true, then I need to check whether I need to assign a random amount of weighted to the sound effect, the bridge piece creak, at the location of the actor, which is the player. It sounds convoluted and weird, but once you start practicing this, it's almost like making a story or a sentence out of nodes. I probably had the most fun learning about sound cues and how to make sound effects. I made all these weird alien sound effects, and then applied the operators, modulator, random, envelopes, delays, looping. I'm not going to go into detail on what all those do. Well, needless to say, it was an eye-opener on how to create sounds for video games. I then applied this sound to the random AI alien that I created, and then set a attenuation radius to be quite large so you could hear the aliens from all over. In combination with the 5 courses that I just reviewed and outlined, I want to give a huge shout out to Jonathan Winbush and Joe Garth, as both of their courses were the 2 first courses that I used to start learning Unreal Engine. Jonathan Winbush has motion graphics inside Unreal Engine for Cinema 4D artists, and it was a perfect transition from me going from Cinema into Unreal Engine. Then the Unreal Landscape, Unreal Environment course that Joe Garth has on Learn Squared was absolutely fundamental for learning how to do landscapes properly. So thank you both. And there you have it. Thank you for watching, and thank you Epic Games and Unreal Engine for getting me motivated to do this challenge, and I'll let you guys just watch me run around the world that I created for a bit here. Alright, take care. Bye.